Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Caffeine and Lesson Plans. Today I have an introduction video to the All About Reading Level 1 course. If you are a subscriber to my channel, you know that I've done two previous videos on the All About Reading pre-reading course. I did one basically as an introduction to that course and also kind of a mid-unit review to let you know how we were liking it, how it was going, that kind of thing. And so we are getting ready to be done with that course, and we are going to move in to the level 1 reading course. And now my plan is to, since we're at the end of January here, my plan is to get through this entire course by the end of our school year, so that for the end of kindergarten for my two oldest kids, we will have completed the pre-reading course, which has really helped with a good foundation and mastery of knowing uppercase, lowercase letters, and knowing letter sounds, and then starting into the reading part of phonics and language. So the first thing to know about this course is that this is what comes in the level 1 course right here, this stuff. This over here, this small packet, you actually need this packet, I believe, for all of the levels of the All About Reading program, not just this one. So this is a separate purchase, but you get your money's worth out of it because you use it. If you're going to continue with this company, you're going to use it throughout all of that. So the first thing I'm going to show you is just this packet here. It comes with this little flyer that talks about downloading the Phonogram Sounds app. You just scan the little QR code with your phone, and then it brings up the app, and you can listen to the correct pronunciation of the different sounds, which is helpful because sometimes we look at them and you want to make sure that you're pronouncing them right for the kids, so that they've got a good basis for what that sound is, so that they can work on blending sounds. So that's the first thing. Then you have this flyer, and it talks about the color-coded letter tiles. And they are color-coded for faster learning. In this kit, you get consonant and consonant teams, which are blue, vowel and vowel teams are red, and then there are remaining tiles that are purple, yellow, green, or orange according to their function. There are 5 heading labels that help you to group your tiles on the table or a magnetic board. And this package comes with the tiles themselves, which you punch out, they're already perforated, so it's super easy. You punch out the tiles, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4 sheets, and then it comes with the little magnets, and it's just a sticker on the back. So you just affix those to the back of your tiles. And I've seen people use these obviously on a magnetic board, but also using like a small cookie sheet. If you had one child using this program and another child's doing something different, you could use a small cookie sheet, get one at the Dollar Tree or something, and then they have their own kind of personal magnetic board that they can work on with those tiles. So like I said, this is a separate purchase. I do not remember what the price is, but I will link the I'm going to link the website in the the description box below. I believe, I want to say around $20 for these. But like I said, you use them for all of the units. Okay, so the next part is the actual level 1 course. So in the level 1 course, you have the activity book, the phonogram cards, the word cards, and a viewfinder bookmark. And you also have the, these are the readers. that go along with your lessons. So let's see, in the student packet you have yellow cards and green cards. So the yellow cards are the phonogram cards. And on the back of them, as you can see, it shows you, basically it shows you what the sound is, and it gives you a keyword so that you know what that sound is supposed to be. And it tells you, if you need to know different things, it'll tell you, like in lesson this one or lesson this one. Like this one's used in 2 different lessons. And so those are all listed like that. And then each card is also labeled to tell you what level and what lesson and what number card. So that if they fall, you know, if you drop them everywhere, you know where they're supposed to go. And let me see if I can find, here it is. The cards come, before I take you through those cards, the cards come with these dividers. Once again, like I said in the pre-reading course video, there's a like an extra, not an extra kit, but a there's the basic kit, and then there's a kit that comes with a little extra. I always just get the basic kit. The kit that comes with a little extra comes with a box to hold all the cards. I just divide the cards up, put them in the behind the right divider, and I rubber band them, and that works for us. The kit that comes with a little bit of extra is like $20 more, and so, but it comes with like a bag and a box and maybe one other thing. It wasn't something that we really needed for this program, and so that's why we just stuck with the basic kit. So you have the cards, and it still comes with the dividers, and the dividers also list what you're going to need these for, and they give you a few tips, like remember to shuffle the cards at the beginning of each lesson, store cards that haven't been used in this divider, those sort of things. And these cards right here, these are your word cards. And so these cards correspond to the readers that I'm going to show you in a minute. And so you have quite a few of these. There are 174 individual word cards, and just like the phonogram cards, they're labeled on the bottom so that you know, if they get mixed up, you know which lesson and lesson and number they are. These are the early readers. There's 3 levels, or volumes, excuse me, and these coincide with the lesson, and it's just a bunch of short stories, and they are all black and white, but the pictures are really nice, and so they're just your basic pre-reader. And obviously once you get up to volume 3, the stories are a little bit longer, there are more words, they're a little more in depth, that kind of thing. So, and they're very sturdy. I love that they're hardback. You also get this viewfinder bookmark. This helps to minimize distractions, so that they can put it down when they're reading and look at one word at a time if they need help with that. So on to the books. This is the teacher's manual. Move that so y'all can see it. And let's see. And okay, so you start out with the table of contents. There are 49 lessons. There's also a few appendices. Says, let's see, scope and sequence, phonograms, full blending, solving B to D reversal problems, and words taught in level 1. This just shows what you need. The deluxe kit comes with the card box, stickers for a progress chart, and a tote bag. I didn't need those things, so that's why we stuck with just the basic kit. This talks about the program, and one thing that's nice about the All About Reading program, all of their programs, before you choose the program for your child, there's a test that you can, it's not really, it's kind of a test. It's an assessment test, basically, you can download, and you can see what your child knows, what your child kind of knows, what they don't know, and it lets you know what level they need to be on. Obviously, with reading, we all want our children to be ahead of the game and, just ahead of their peers and doing extremely well. But if you start them out at a level that may be too high for them, it could really cause some problems. So it's best to get them on the level that they need and then work forward from there. And that's kind of why we started with the pre-reading. Even though this is kindergarten year, I wanted to make sure my kiddos had a good basis, a good foundation, before we actually started reading. Now, this tells you what you need to do for your first lesson. This coincides with that extra packet that I talked about, the letter tiles. You're going to need to punch them out, apply the magnets. And then it talks about different things you're going to need, putting letters in plastic baggies, dividing up your cards, all this stuff. So this is something that you definitely need to read before you jump into the lesson. This talks about previewing the letter sounds, which is not a bad idea, so you have an idea of what the sounds are supposed to sound like. Talks about previewing the lesson layout, checking out the story that they're going to read, and preparing for read aloud time after the lesson. And then it talks about posting the progress chart, which we're finishing up the one for the pre-reading course, and the kids get real excited when I mark off because they can see we're almost done. So that's always nice to kind of post that where they can see and then check it off. So I'm going to just show you what a basic lesson looks like. It's obviously a little more in depth than the pre-reading because we are doing more at this point. So let me get it to where y'all can see it. At the top, it talks about what you're going to learn and what you're going to need, which is nice. Here they always have a before you begin little tip, and then it talks about previewing the letter sounds, and this is something that I usually read these to my kids. So if we were going to talk about this, I would say the 4 letters today and 4 letters in today's lesson were chosen because their sounds are easy to learn. And even though this is kind of for the teacher, I kind of read that to them in a way that they understand so that they can kind of have an idea of what we're going to be learning. And this down here is another tip about vowel sounds, things like that. The next page, we talk about, this is the new teaching. So this is teaching letter sounds. These are the sounds you'll be learning in this lesson. There's another tip here. Any of this stuff in the shaded boxes are tips for the teacher. This is learning about how to blend sounds, and it shows you exactly how to do that. Then there's a game that you play called Change the Word. There's a little lesson on teaching vowels and consonants. And then they complete their activity sheet, and then practice reading these sight words. And then you have read aloud time, which with the sorry about tipped my camera over, with the All About Reading program, at the end of each lesson they always encourage you to read aloud to your child for at least 20 minutes. And we always do that. As soon as we finish a lesson, we go right into our read aloud time, and then it just says mark the progress chart. So that's that lesson. And it looks like a lot. It's definitely more than the pre-reading course. It looks like a lot, but it's really not. It's just very detailed and laid out step by step so that you don't have to, really do anything. And then as you progress on and you learn more of these practice words, that's when you will jump into the reading the pre-readers. And so every lesson is pretty much laid out the same. Each lesson has a different objective, and it just, you know, it just tells you this, like in lesson 22, words with final blends. This lesson will teach words containing consonant blends at the end, as well as the sight word was. So you know ahead of time exactly what you're going to be doing. So that's one of the reasons why I really like the All About Reading programs. It's done for you. It's very thorough, and it's created in a way that it's fun for the kids. You don't have to spend a whole lot of time. You know, I think one lesson right now in the pre-reading is at most 10 minutes. This probably be maybe 20, and then just moving on. So that's kind of nice when you have small children. This is the activity book. Here is the progress chart, and then you go right into the activity pages. And so I like that they're using fine motor skills with having the child cut the words, and then they're going to be pasting them on the correct picture, so that it not only are they looking at the word and how it's spelled and how it sounds, but they're putting a picture with that word, so that helps to that helps their brain to retrieve that later, to remember that, to memorize that, and be able to retrieve it. And so these are all, it's just different activities for each. There's bingo, it's fluency practice, so there's all sorts of activities in here. So that's another thing that I really like, that it's not the same thing every day. There are different things. They don't get bored, and it's easy and it's fun, and my kids really like this program, and so I'm excited to start it, and I will definitely let you know how it goes. So thanks for watching. Hope you have a good day.